Well, my friends, I am back. I am back because as we are winding down summer school for stitching, that simply means a new door is opening. As we close one door, I move right into another one. And this little section will be called something that we did a year ago, and it's Jay's Knit, a treasure hunt stitch chart. So I'm going to present to you several charts for your to work and enjoy in your own convenience, and then later on we can come back and I can show you an actual project that I have in mind for the stitch. In fact, I've knitted up some projects, but we're not about the project yet because we have to go on our treasure hunt. So just let's take a second here and just look at our, first we have a chart with all the symbols to try to help us find the treasure. And then once we work this beautiful simple chart, look at this. Look at these beautiful stitches. Look at this beautiful stitch to represent our chart. And of course, what fun would it be without some treasure at the end? So look at the pretty treasure. We'll go through it a little later, but I want to get right into the chart and tell you everything that you're going to need and how we're going to get started on Jay's Knit, a treasure hunt stitch chart. I just wanted to bring this collection of charts to you because I just think it's a lot of fun and I just enjoy them. You know, hopefully you're enjoying them too. It's good for new knitters, learning how to knit from charts, or seasoned knitters who just want to have just some downtime knitting simple charts and look and enjoying the journey. All right, let me clear this a little bit and I'll come back and we get right into the chart, and because I like to prepare my chart before I start. Back in just a moment. All right, for a quick overview or to look at our chart, like I said, this is going to just be a really fun chart. It just requires you to just take your time, okay? But all the symbols are very simple and it's just repeating the same thing. All right, so first of all, on our chart, before we get into our extra swatch, as you can see, there are a total of 18 stitches going across, and then you have a +1. So you repeat the chart, the 18 stitches, however many times you want. You know, when we get ready to do a project, for our sample, we're going to repeat it twice. At the end of the count, I will add one extra stitch, okay? And I'll show you that in just a minute. But as you can see, very simple. All right, on this chart, on the right side, an empty square or box means to knit. On the wrong side, you simply, well, I can't say simply. On this chart, since we have, let's go back to the bottom down here. Say, for instance, we have these two blank charts, so I'm going to knit 2. But now, on the front side, do you see the little dashes? Sometimes they use dots. I just use little dashes. And for instance, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we're going to purl those 5 stitches on the front. Okay, and then we have a symbol here in the center of the chart that runs all the way up. Here I have it down in my key or the notes or legends or whatever you want to call it. It simply means slip 2 stitches, knit 1 stitch, and then I'm going to reach back and pass the 2 I slipped over and off. So I made this simple little symbol here. Very simple, use very common symbol. I try to stay with symbols that you're going to see in most of our charts. And then on this side, there's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dashes. So I'm simply going to purl those 5 stitches. Does that make sense? And then we'll work on off the chart. Now, on the wrong side, right off the bat, anytime you have purl stitches on the front of the work, you usually, unless, like I say, the designer or the chart or the instructions tell you otherwise, instead of just simply purling back, we do what we call knit the knits and purl the purls. So on the wrong side, instead of purling back, we will have to look at the stitches and work them as they appear on the wrong side. So if I purl a stitch on the right side of this chart, okay, on the wrong side it's going to have a knit appearance. So that means I have to knit it. We'll take care of it once we start working. This stitch is a regular stitch, and on the right side we would do what it says to do. Slip 2, knit 1, and pass the 2 slip stitches over. But on the wrong side we will need to purl this stitch. Now, I'm not going to get too much into it because I don't want to, sometimes telling people too much in advance if you're not work with me with the charts. But most of you seasoned knitters, this is no problem. You understand what I'm saying. But I want it on the tutorial, for future use and future reference. But once we start, it will be a cinch. Alright, so that's all. Of course, the yarn overs are simple little circles. Now, how easy is that? Now, that's it. Now, let's look at our sample. Okay, the sample is very simple. I did 2 repeats and I put 3 border stitches on each side of this little this nice sample. So all you have to do is cast on, let's see, I wrote it in the back, yes, cast on 43 stitches. I'm using a US 9, but you can use a US number 8. I'm trying to use large yarn so that you can really see what I'm doing, and since we do have to read the stitches on the wrong side, I didn't want anything small. I want you to be able to see it. So practice yarn that will work or fit our US number 8. I'm using circular needles, or a US number 9. Cast on 43 stitches, knit 2 rows, and just wait for me there. We'll get started on row 1. Well, when we knit the 2 rows, that takes care of 1 and 2. So really we're going to start on row 3, but it will be the right side. Take a look at it again, see how pretty it looks, and we will get started. Alright, so I am ready to go. I hope you are as well. You have casted on your stitches, 43, and knit 2 rows. Now we are ready to start here. We are here on row 3 of this pretty treasure hunt chart. And the first thing we want to do now, I have already knit the chart 3 times so that you could see this beautiful textured stitch as I've shared with you. So let's go ahead and get started row 3, and I'll tell you or highlight different things as we come to them. I think that will help better than just, trying to tell you a bunch of stuff. So I got a frog in my throat some kind of way. I'm going to do my best. Alright, so now, first of all, everyone everywhere has a 3-stitch border. This is just me. I just put 3 stitches on here just to make it, to even it out. So I knit my 3 stitches. You're down here at the bottom, at the very bottom. So now you're going to be adding a stitch marker wherever we need them. So you're going to put a stitch marker right there to separate the border. Now we're over here on row 3, and as you can see, I have it highlighted so that you'll know where to start and where to go to repeat, and then come back and start again. So we start with an empty square on the front is a knit stitch. So we knit 1, yarn over, then knit 2, 1, 2. The dashes on this chart represent purl on the front. If it's on the front, that means I want you to bring, I'm a thrower, so I have to bring my yarn to the front. If you're continental, you know what to do. Now I'm going to purl the next 5 stitches. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That will bring me to my center symbol, and that symbol, if you look, it takes up 3 stitches. So you can see it spreads out down here. In the key, it simply means slip 2 stitches, which is like a decrease, knit 1, and then I'm going to reach back and pass the 2 that I slipped over and off. So we're going to decrease twice. So, all right, now listen to this. The last thing I did when you're reading your work, this chart is all about learning to read stitches. Some of you now who have been with me a while and you've gotten on the chart reading or chart working bandwagon, okay. Now it's important for you to learn how to read your stitches. I'm not an expert or a pro or anything like that, but I'm just like you. I'm seasoned and I'm willing to learn. And I'm going to show you the simple tricks and things that I use as I have taught myself over the years. Here's the next 3 stitches. Look at them. 1, 2, 3. When you get to that symbol, look and see what stitches, how they fall. That's the main thing. I knit by landmarks. I simply knit by looking at it and then I remember. I look at it and I remember. So it's 3 stitches. You'll see a knit stitch, and then there's one in the center, and then there's another stitch on the other side. So what I'm going to do after I have purled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, purl 5, I need to put the yarn in back. If you don't, you're going to have an extra yarn over or stitch. Now I'm going to slip 2. So you just slip them over, slip 2, knit the last stitch, stop. It's important that you reach back and pass. Now, I pass them over separate. Some people pass them over together. It's just whatever. Just make sure you stop and pass those slip stitches over and off. Alright, look ahead. We're learning to read the chart. Now I have the same dashes I had over here, so that means I need to purl 5 again. So my yarn for me, because I'm a thrower, comes to the front, and I purl 1, 2, 3. 4 and 5, and I will count. I will take the time, not in a hurry. When you're working on this, save yourself some time, okay? I have the center, that center symbol right there. Then I'm going to purl 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 stitches. Look ahead. What's the next stitch? Oh, there's 2 empty boxes, Jay. Yes, so I need to knit. But if you don't take the yarn to the back, a knit stitch, the yarn is in the back. Or if you're like I said, continental, I'm not even going, you know what to do. Okay. Now, I need to knit the last 2, 1, 2 stitches, and then there is a yarn over, okay? There's a yarn over. Oh, I got my thing in there. I put my mark in the wrong place. All right. Purl 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I purl 5. I knit 2 stitches. I yarn over. Now I'm going back up to the front of the row. You see that? I'm going to take my eye back up. I got my marker in the row. Let me just move it. When I was trying to get this ready. Alright, so now I'm up to the front of the box, the highlight. So now, after that yarn over, make sure it's still in place. Once I slide that marker to tell me I'm doing the second repeat now. Alright, then I knit 1, then I yarn over again. Now I'm going to knit 2. 1, 2. Now I'm ready to purl 5, yarn in front. And if I need to check to make sure I'm on, I'm going to just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So my yarn is in front. I'm going to purl 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, my landmark system. What should you have? I'm at that symbol. I should have how many stitches? 3. Look, spot on. Spot on right there. There are my 3 stitches together. I can tell that I am in the right place, even though I had that mark in the wrong place when I was putting my markers in. All right, so once I purl those 5 stitches, my yarn has to go in the back. Now let me do that symbol in the middle. I slip 2, knit 1, stop, reach back and pass each slip stitch over and off. Take your time. Alright, Now I'm on this side of the symbol. This is the second repeat, so don't get lost. Yarn has to come to the front. Now I need to purl 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What do I have left? I have 2 empty boxes, so I put the yarn in back. I'm going to knit 2. 1, 2. Then I have a yarn over right here in the highlight to end the row. So yarn over, and then I have this 1 stitch sticking on the end. That's the +1. Alright, so then yarn over, knit that last stitch. Voila! We can exhale. I can slide my marker, or you put on a marker for the last 3 stitches that represent the border. Just garter stitch. We just knit every row, and let's exhale. I am sweating. Alright, now the most important thing is to take your time, and I did separate my 2 repeats just to give myself a mental break. I finished 1 repeat, it was good, I ended right, so then I had a marker to get myself revved up and start again at the beginning of the box. Alright, you catch up. Now watch. When I start here, I start at this empty square there. Okay, I'm going to purl, because I'm on the purl side. I'm going to purl 1, 2, 3, 4, stop. So let's do that. So I did my 3 stitch border. I slide the marker. Now I'm going to bring my yarn in front, and I'm going to just purl 4 stitches. I'm not going to try to worry about anything. Just listen and just follow 2, 3, and 4. Take your time. Okay. Now that brings me up to where I'm on top. I'm on this row, knitting in this direction, but I can read what's underneath, and there's those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 purl stitches on the front. So, but I'm on the back, so I'm going to look ahead, and I'm going to see that I have, Jay, there are knit stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 knit stitches on the back, so I have to put my yarn in the back of the needle. Even though it's on the wrong side, I want to knit 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to take this row really slow for those that are new to get it. What is the next stitch that we have to cover? We're on the wrong side, but I'm right above this stitch now on the wrong side. On the right side, it was a knit. I had to slip 2, and knit 1, okay. But on the wrong side, I need to bring my yarn to the front. I look, I see. If you're not sure, you can look to the front and you can see where you've slipped those stitches over. Alright, so on the wrong side, I need to purl, just like that. Oh, okay, now as soon as I do that, I'm up here. I'm above these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm above those 5 stitches, so I need to put my yarn in back and knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yarn in back, find the stitches, I see them. I'm going to knit 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, now I am above the last 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 stitches. We're on the wrong side, so all I have to do is bring my yarn to the front and purl off the last 4 stitches. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I purl off 1, 2, 3, and 4. My yarn over is so loose it keeps jumping over my marker. I may have to change the marker. But if you count the stitches, it was only 4, so I know that that yarn over belongs there. We'll just find another marker. stop, because it tells you to stop with the yellow highlight. Alright, so now as we go back up, we finish 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we want to go back to the repeat because I have a second repeat. And you do too if you did during the sample. So you only go up to the yellow highlight. Highlight is what you repeat. Okay, now at the highlight, start counting. Remember, we're working in this direction. So I'm going to purl because it's the wrong side. 1, 2, 3 stitches and stop. So I slide the marker. My yarn over keeps getting on. It's a little big for my marker, okay? But I'm going to purl 1, 2, and 3. Now stop. On the wrong side, after we purl 1, 2, 3, now we have to knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because we're on the wrong side. We have to do the opposite stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I put my yarn in back now, and now you can see those 5 stitches. You can see the knit stitch, but I'm going to knit 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That should bring me up to my center stitch. Okay, right here. Even though it's not, we're on the wrong side. Oh my gosh, I knocked over my little thing. Are you with me? It's just so hot here. Whew, okay, but I do have, I'm right above my center stitch. And if you look careful, you can see it right there. I can tell. All right, so on the wrong side, I have to purl. So I bring my yarn to the front. I purl that 1 stitch. Yarn to the back because I have to knit the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because we're on the wrong side. We are still on the wrong side, knitting in this direction. So knit 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, so now look down here. On the wrong side, we need to finish out the row with a purl 1, 2, 3, 4. We're here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now the yarn goes in front. I should have 4 stitches. Hopefully you do too. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I need to purl them off. I just need to read whether it's a knit stitch or purl stitch. We don't have to do any slipping and all of that. We just need to know if it's a purl stitch or a knit stitch. Now my yarn goes in back and I'm going to knit off my 3-stitch border. Now, when I turn, of course, now we're back on the right side. Now you can kind of breathe because you can see what we actually worked. On the wrong side, you can't see what you're working, but you have to be able to flip it in your mind. It takes practice. This is what we're doing. We're learning to work from charts. You know, you're going to run into charts. A lot of charts don't have where you just purl back or knit back. You got to know how to read your stitches. We're going to take it slow. Even me, as a seasoned knitter, you see, I had to make a couple of edits. I can't tell you how many times I had to edit this. I got so lost. But once you get it, it's amazing. It's so much fun. You know, this is why I love knitting so. You don't have to be the best knitter. You don't have to be the most money-making knitter. You don't have to be a famous designer. It's just getting, it's getting the idea of it. It's learning and then seeing your progress. That's all I'm here to do. Look, it is what it is. So now we're ready to go to row 5. I'm going to let you rest, breathe, go get something to drink, and I will see you back on this right side, row 5. Look, I didn't even put my little marker. Look, I'm so happy. All right, back in just a minute. All right, so now that you have had time to, to work in your swatch, to kind of see what you're doing, hopefully you kind of caught on. It will take a little practice, people, so that's why we're practicing. And I can't remember if I've said this in my the videos before this, but I would always, when I'm learning something and I see that it's way over, if it's over my skill level, then I would go ahead, when I cast on, I would do 2 cast on 2 different needles, same number of stitches, knit the 2 rows, knit one, do it on one side, on one little sample, then I'd go over and practice it on the next sample. Just inexpensive yarn, just practice yarn. Therefore, I would always have 2 going at the same time. If one just became a total failure, I didn't have to start over. I can just move that one aside and get the next one. Just a little tip from Jay. I can't remember if I've already given you that tip. I think I did, but now you got it twice. So look, work smarter, not harder. I am on row 5, so let me go ahead real quick, and let's see, can we now be in one accord on the same page and get this done. So I knit the 3 stitches that represent my border. We got all our markers in. You've got your right number of stitch count. You're ready to go. Row 5 of this chart, once I slide the mark, it says knit 2. I'm just going to keep going through. Knit 2, yarn over. Right here, row 5, we're knitting in this direction on the right side. There's my yarn over right there. After the yarn over, there's knit 2. 1, 2. Now I see 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 dashes. So I'm going to bring my yarn in front and I'm going to purl 4. Alright, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, that brings me to that center stitch. And just to make sure, you can look at the work and you can see it, even if you're down here at the bottom, you should be able to see that center stitch now. So when I get to the center stitch, make sure the yarn is in the back, because we're on the right side on row 5. So now I'm going to slip 2 stitches. Slip, slip. Now I'm going to knit the next stitch. Stop. Before you go any further, reach back and pass the first slip stitch over and off, and the second one. I like to just pass them one at a time. Now I'm on this side of the center stitch, and guess what? I have to bring my yarn in front because I'm a thrower, and I have to purl 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I have to purl 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright? Then yarn in back, knit 2, 1, 2, yarn over, and knit 1. So you should have a knit 1 right there at the end of the first repeat. Alright, after you knit that 1, stop. Now I have a marker. I suggest a marker so you'll know when you finish the first repeat. So I'm going to slide the marker, and then that marker tells me to go back up to the front of the box. Right here in the yellow on row 5. I was pointing wrong, on row 5. Let's go again. Knit 2, 1, 2, yarn over. Okay, now knit 2 again. 1, 2. Alright, now I'm up to those 4 dashes, so I'm going to bring the yarn in front because I need to purl on the front. These dashes represent my purl. So I purl 1, 2, 3, and 4. Guess what? I'm up to the center stitch again. The center stitch, you're going to need 3 stitches, and you can kind of see them lining up together to make that. So yarn in back. If you don't put the yarn in back, you're going to have an extra stitch. I'm in the knit position now, so I knit, slip, slip, and then I knit stitch number 3. Then I reach back and I pass the first slip stitch over, and I pass the second slip stitch over and off. Now I'm on the other side of the center stitch right here. So now I see I need to purl 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn in front, purl 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, now at the end of row 5, yarn in back, knit 2 stitches, 1, 2, okay, then yarn over, and right here, once I do that yarn over, I go to the next box, and then I have to end with that plus 1. So yarn over and knit 2. 1, 2. You have just finished row 5, and just so that you will be in the rhythm, There's no, still you're not going to see a lot because you're still at the bottom, but you're going to start seeing how the pattern starts to pop. This pattern is so textured, it's going to pop. Before we're done with this chart, you will be knitting without the chart. I promise. Turn the work. Let's go ahead while we're on the go. If you need to make sure, if you need to move your little marker on this side, you can do that to kind of remind you where you are. All right, the numbers are not over here, but you can put the odd numbers, the even numbers over here to represent the wrong side. All the right sides are on this, always are on this side of the chart. So we have done across to row 5. Now we're coming and knitting back in this direction. Just remember that when you're on the wrong side. Now the easiest way, let me go ahead and do mine. I'm going to go ahead and do it so I can get it on here. I'm going to go ahead and knit my little 3-stitch border. I'm going to see if you can follow me. You don't even have to knit. You can just hold your chart and just point it with your finger and say, okay, let me see. She said do that until you get it. All right, the first thing I want to do is to look. Remember I said I knit by landmarks. The thing that's going to help you to learn how to knit like this, find the landmarks. The center stitch is a landmark. And before the center stitch, since we're knitting back this direction, there is 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 stitches. On the front they're purl, but on the back they are knit stitches. So all I have to do, I'm going to come here and I'm going to purl on the wrong side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to purl 5 stitches. So I put my yarn here. I slide that beginner marker. Now I'm going to purl, because it's the wrong side, 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now look and read what's the next stitch on your work. When I look, see how it starts to pop out? Look. Jay, I said, look. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many knit stitches should we have on the wrong side? 1, 2, 3, 4. Look, there they are. Can you see them? Can you see that they're knit stitches now on the wrong side? All right, so now I'm like, okay, well, yarn goes in the back. Knit 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now stop. Look at the next stitch. All right, I'm on this row going here. There's nothing written on it. You will learn these clean charts are much better to work with than if I filled up everything. But so I can look here and I'm going, okay, now there's supposed to be that middle stitch. Well, there it is right there. Look. So on the wrong side, I need to bring the yarn to the front and purl it. Okay. Then on this side, I'm going on this row, but on this side I have 1, 2, 3, 4 purl stitches. So I'm going to put my yarn in back and look. On the wrong side, they automatically become knit stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. So my yarn's in the back to knit. Now knit 1, 2, 3, and 4. That brings me up. After that, look, to get to the end of the row on row 6, all I have to do is put the yarn in front and purl. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if I've got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I have to purl 5. I'm on the wrong side, so yarn in front, purl. This is just the first repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, all right, but now here's where you have to stop and think. It'll throw you for a loop for a little bit until you get it down. You're still practicing, so don't get too excited yet. That's only the first repeat. All right, how do I know where to go to repeat? All right, I'm up here. I just finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just finished 5, and that yellow highlight tells me, oh, if I don't want to repeat, all I got to do is go back and try to find another yellow highlight. There it is right there. Okay, back to the highlight, and all I have to do is, on the wrong side, I'm going to purl 1, 2, 3, 4. See it? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so I slide the marker and I purl 1, 2, 3, and 4. See, I'm reading what's in my word. Oh, Jay, I came back to those 4 knit stitches right here. They were purl on the front, but on the wrong side, I'm going to knit 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see them right there. I don't even need this chart anymore. Yarning back. Okay, knit 1, 2, 3, and 4. The center stitch, what do? Yarn in front, purl that 1 stitch. Just purl it. Because I'm on the wrong side. Yarn in back. I'm on this side now. So I need to knit 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn in back. There's the second group of knit stitches on the wrong side. Can you see them? I hope my hands are not in the way. Okay, you'll see yours. So yarn in back, now knit 1, 2, 3, 4. I did 4. All right, now how do I end off, Jay? All right, once I do that, I finished knitting the 4. Now all I have to do is purl, because I'm on the wrong side. I'm just reading the stitches backward, opposite, not backwards, opposite. So now I just purl 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if we have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. So I put my yarn in front because I want to purl them on the wrong side. The only thing I have to watch out are those around the center and on each side of the center. Now yarn in back because I have my 3-stitch border. Now let's turn and see. All right, now you are able to see the landmarks. You can see if things are stacking on top of each other. Besides the little borders. We know the little borders are stacking on each side. Now look, when you look for that center stitch, can you see how it goes up? You're down here at the bottom, but there's your center stitch right there. It's going up, it's going up. That's that stitch right there. On each side. On the front, you should have purl stitches, and they're decreasing as we go up each row. So the last row we just finished, it was only 4. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Center stitch, landmark. Then on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I go on over, that's 1 repeat, past that little marker, go over before here's the center stitch, the landmark, right there, you can see it. Now, let's see, purl stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, landmark center stitch. Now on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see what you're doing. You have just finished row 5, knitting across, reading the thing, reading our chart. Then we work the wrong side, row 6 back, doing the knitting the knits or purling the purls. Or they sometimes will say, work the stitch as it appears on that side. So that's what we did. Now we're up to, I'm going to just take my marker. I don't have to move it, but if you have to move yours, it's okay. Or have 2 different color ones. Oh, that's a cute idea. You could have, I don't know if that's confusing or not, you could have one on this side and one on that side. Okay, so row 7. So I'm going to do, as they get smaller, I'm going to stop. I'm going to come back and do row 7. Just to see if you have it. Row 7, and then we'll do row 8 back. And then the last few rows, I'm going to let you do it on your own. It's time to, look, let's see if we can do it. All right, back in just a minute. All right, I am back. I thought we'd go ahead and take care of row 7 and 8. The cicadas or whatever they do, or whatever those things are, crickets. So I'm going to have to try to act cricket the cricket. Okay, but so far, I hope you are really getting a hold of what I'm trying to share with you. And but I want to get right into it while you're in the mood, while you're feeling the rhythm. The rhythm is going to get you. Oh, so I am on row 7. As you can see, I went ahead and just put two markers out just so I didn't have to move them and remind myself when I'm on the right side and the wrong side on the chart. All right, on row 7, I get up to the marker. I'm going to speak louder to drown out those, whatever those things are. Over here, I start on the right side, and I'm going to knit 1, 2, 3. So I'm just simply knitting. I'm on the right side, knit 1, 2, and 3. I'm reading the chart. Now the next thing is a yarn over. Row 7. After the yarn over, right here, I see that I need to knit 2 stitches. 1, 2. Now guess what? I have 3 dashes. I'm going to bring my yarn in front so that the dashes represent a purl on the front. Yarn in front, I'm going to purl 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm up to the center stitch, but in order to do it, I need to put my yarn in back. It's on the front, so I need to have this yarn in the back in the knit position, and then again I see my 3 stitches. They line up. Yours will too. Alright, so you slip 2, knit 1, reach back and pass 2 you slipped over and off, and kind of pull and tighten them up a little bit. Now when I look past that center stitch, look what I have on the opposite side. I have to purl again. So I'm going to bring my yarn in front, and I'm going to purl 3. On row 7, 1, 2, and 3. Alright, then yarn in back, knit 2. 1, 2, yarn over, and knit the last 2 in the first repeat. 1, 2. On row 7, right there. Now I have, let me get me some yarn. That means we have finished the first repeat. Row 7, the right side, repeat number 1. Now I'm going to slide the marker. Now I need to take my eye back up to the highlight area right here and start row 7 again. So I knit 3. 1, 2, and 3. Then there's a yarn over, knit 2, 1, 2. Now I have those purl 3, bring my yarn to the front, purl 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then I have the center stitch. I can see it now, and there's 3 stitches that I'm going to use for that center stitch. Okay, so I put my yarn in back, and I'm going to slip 2, knit 1. And I have a little, look like I have a little something here off of mine, but I'm going to go ahead, knit the last one. Now I'm going to reach back and pass the 2 slip stitches over and off. And then on the other side of the center stitch, give me some yarn, I have purl 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, then I'm going to yarn in back, knit 2, 1, 2, yarn over, and then at the end of row 7, after this last yarn over and it's the last repeat, I'm going to knit off 1, 2, 3. And I have 1, 2, 3. So I simply, after the yarn over, make sure the yarn over is there, then knit 1, 2, and 3. Alright, slide your marker, knit the border stitch of 3. Alright, let's see, it looked like something was looking a little wonky, but it came out right. That's all that matters. Alright, now since I already put a mark on this side, now I am on row, that was 7, so that means row 8, all the even side rows are the wrong side. And I'm knitting back now, starting with this first stitch. I'm going to knit back across and do the opposite stitch, whatever it is, from the right side row. So I turn the work. See, now I'm on the wrong side. But now the border stays the same on every row. So I'm going to just knit the 3 little stitches. Something that I added. Could have been any number. Alright, first thing I want to do, remember On this chart, the most important thing is this center stitch and those little purl stitches on either side. So I know that I have, starting over here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Before I get to above, right here above that those purl stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all I have to do is knit the 3 stitches, slide my marker. Now I'm going to purl, because this is the wrong side, I'm reading this direction, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, now once I do that, yarn in back, because now I'm going to have 3, or you should have 3 knit stitches right above those 3 purl stitches. So 1, 2, 3. There they are. Can you see them? 1, 2, 3. Alright, so yarn in back, knit 3. 1, 2, and 3. Then my center stitch, I have to bring the yarn to the front, and I purl it on the wrong side. So I purl that 1 stitch. Those 3 stitches became 1. But then I have to take my yarn, oops, I am getting tangled up here, yarn to the back, because on this side I should have another 3 knit stitches. And there they are. So yarn in back, now knit 1, 2, ooh, it's so hot, my hands are wet. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, make sure I've got my 3 knit stitches. Once I have my 3 knit stitches, we're on the wrong side, so all I have to do is purl off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yep, I have 6 stitches. Yarn in front. Now purl those 6 stitches off. Just like that. Alright. Now every chart, of course, is different. So we are practicing just one of many thousands. Okay, so now once I purl off, guess what? That's just the end of the first repeat. I have a marker there. So now I want to go back up to the beginning of the repeat only. See, I just finished a repeat. This is row 8. I went to the repeat. Now I'm going to go back up and only go to where's the yellow highlight on this side. See, this tells me this is a repeat, J. So my repeat is I'm going to purl 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, then I should be ready to yarn in back. Alright, and then I should be ready to knit 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Then I see the center stitch. I bring the yarn to the front because I purl it on the wrong side. I do the slipping and all that on the right side, but on the wrong side I just purl it. See? Then I have the 3 stitches on the opposite side. Get me some yarn, so I need to put my yarn in back. Now I can see the next 3 knit stitches, so I knit 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm on row 8 right here. I just finished that, so all I have to do to finish row 8 is to make sure my yarn is in the purl position and purl 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So after I knit those, then I'm going to put it in front and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at that. Take your time. I got kind of a little twisted, but 2, there's 3, 4, 5, and 6. And put the yarn in back, slide the marker. I am at my 3-stitch border. Okay, so now we have completed, and you see it really goes fast. Now you should be down here and you should be seeing something that looks something like what I have. I'm going to hold the bottom up. You're down here, so now you should be seeing this. I'm calling it a seashell. I'm calling it a seashell. So maybe that's a clue to what I might make with it. I can't tell you any more than that. Okay, so you're getting close to finishing this chart, going all the way up. All right, so the next right side row is row 9. So I put it up, and the next wrong side row is row 10. So I'm going to put that there. So that reminds you. All right, you will work row 9, and now you only see how the stitches are dropping down. Where we had 3 pearls. Well, we started with 5 pearls, 4 pearls, 3 pearls. Now you're going to be down to 2 pearls, the center stitch, 2 pearls, and then all you have to do is do exactly what we've been doing, what I've shared with you as you work 9 and row 10. Then I'm going to go ahead and let you do row 11, 12, and if I need to come back at row 13 to finish up and give you some extra FYI information. Just little things or tips or something I think of while I'm working off camera. Does that make sense? Are you excited? Can you see yourself knitting faster with charts? But now, you have to be in the moment. You have to be in with it. You have to be, it's not something it's hard to just put it down, pick it up, kind of forget it. You kind of fall out of the rhythm. But once you get used to the whole idea, okay, then you can knit even more intricate charts. This is still considered very simple. But for learning purposes only, I think you're going to do just fine. And like I say, the tip of having to, so if you mess up, you don't have to start over. All right, continue to work. I will see you. I'll come back as we get near the last pattern row, row 13 and row 14, and then give you, like I said, anything I think of. Happy knitting. Be back in just a little bit. All right, I am back. And I'm all excited because I wanted to give you a chance to work a couple of rows, a few rows off camera, all to yourself. They were pretty simple, but I wanted to see if you could keep the rhythm. And then once you got to the wrong side, if you were able to walk your own self through it. So now I'm up to row 13, the last pattern row right there. We're working across, and I just want to show you how easy it is to end this beautiful little simple chart. Let me make sure that I am on. Yeah, that's good enough. So I simply, row 13, the pattern row, I have to, of course, knit my 3-stitch border. I could have been ready, slide my marker. Okay, now I went ahead and counted and marked. I'm going to knit 6. Here I am right here, starting here at the beginning box. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've pre-counted. So knit 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Make sure I didn't drop any. Okay, I have 6. Now I'm up to the yarn over. So yarn over, and then knit 2 stitches. 1, 2. Now look, that brings me to the center stitch. Look and see if you have the center. Remember, it takes 3 stitches. So the first 2, just like you were working, we're going to slip 2, knit 1. Now reach back and pass the 2 you slipped over and off. Just take your time. I do them one at a time. Some people do them together. Then pull everything kind of back in place. Now watch. On this side of the center, I simply knit 2 stitches, 1, 2, yarn over. Now since I have a repeat, I just knit over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I knit over 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Stop And I have that marker to help tell me to stop too, that I've just finished the first repeat. So I slide that marker over and I take my eye where? Back up to the yellow highlight on this right side. So I'm here, so I simply go back up, start again right here for a new repeat. And it's knit 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, oops, let me get me some yarn here. Oh, this yarn's a little hot, so the yarn is kind of wet. All right, then I do the yarn over, knit 2, 1, 2. Now I'm at the center stitch. I find my three stitches right there in the center. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, slip 2, knit 1, reach back and pass those 2 slip stitches over and off. Then I have on the other side of the center, knit 2, 1, 2, yarn over. Now since this is the last repeat, I just simply knit all the way across, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you have that plus 1 stitch on the end. So 6, 2, 4, 6. I have them right there. So I knit, because we're on the right side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm up to my marker, my border. I slide the marker and I knit 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Look at that. That's the last pattern row. Now, what's so great about this nice little stitch, when you reach the last pattern row and you go to the wrong side, before you even turn, you notice there are no purl stitches on the front. It's just like a regular chart. There's nothing up, there's no purl stitches in the front of the chart for you to have to flip on this last row. So guess what? When I turn the get me a little yarn here. So as soon as I turn to this last pattern row, last wrong side row, right here, if this is 13, then the last row has to be row 14. Look, there's nothing to do but purl, purl, purl. Okay, nothing to switch, purl, purl. Keep purling, just purl all the way across. Now, isn't that a nice little something to have at the end to kind of seal the deal? But I have to, of course, do my 3 border stitches. Now once I put the yarn in front, slide the marker, all the stitches, there are no knit stitches on this. So I just purl across on the wrong side all the way, just like this. I don't know how fast I can get it done. Let's see if I can get it done so we can just seal the deal. So I was trying to think, while I'm doing this, I'll tell you something that came to me. I thought it was amazing. I thought, well, I'll do it at the end in my little chit chat. Okay, you know how now I'm talking to all of us who are older and, all of this new stuff and I'm still, every day is a learning curve, with the computer and all the different Google stuff, and they're updating the programs every day. You as soon as you learn one, or you get used to one, and then you get up in the next morning and everything has changed. And the young people, of course, just gravitate to it. They just understand it from the time they get up in the morning. Little kids, they know how to read the code. This is what came to me. They know how to read the YouTube code or the Google code or the TikTok code. They understand it. Well, do you know why I was sitting there trying to figure out, now how can I hope I'm explaining this. I hope I'm getting this across, or maybe maybe I should just go back and just not even do this. This is what came quietly to my spirit, what said, just real like a whisper. So, well, Jay, do you know if you gave a young person or, this chart, they wouldn't know how to do this chart? Do you know that this is knit code? I never thought of it that way. This is knit code. So there is something us older people can say that young people, there's two things, well, maybe three. I don't know. Okay, that we kind of have over our children, for young people, because they hold the world over us, because they know the world code. They know everything. Okay, but we know how to, first of all, handle money. We know how to save and how to work money, so that, if they need to come home and eat, they know where they can come and eat. Okay. Two is, let me see now, how can I say it? It's just a fun way it just came to me. All right. Two is, we know how to write in cursive. Do you know young people can't read? I could write you a message right now, and they wouldn't know what I was saying in cursive. I could write you a long letter right now in my natural handwriting. Now, when I use a computer, I'm typing. I'm using regular alphabet. But if I was doing my regular handwriting and wanted to write you a note or a letter or write up something, they cannot read it. That was two. And of course, now that we're getting smarter and we're practicing, they cannot read knit code. This is knit code. So now you don't have to feel left out or like, I just can't understand these young people. Oh no, look, we know how to knit in code. They don't know how to do this because we don't tell them the code. There we go. I have purled across the wrong side, that last purl row right there. I've purled across, and that completes this. How many repeats have I done? I've done 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 repeats, and I'm going to spread it out. Oh, let me back out. Let me back my camera out. See if I can back out a little bit. Well, it won't back out that much, but I'll move it back a little bit. Let's see if I can get a little more in there. Okay, so here is, look, unless we share the knit code with them, they will not know how to knit in code, nor write in cursive, or understand money like we understand money. They will not understand a pension. What is a pension? What is that? Like when I go to the grocery store, it's so funny. Yes, all right, I still write checks. We just still write checks. Oh yeah, I can use, we got debit card, credit card, and all that. But it's just, I still write checks when I go to the grocery store. I've been shopping at the same store for years, and I write checks. And of course, the old timers know, we all know each other. But when they get, I call them the B team. When the B team is on, on a Saturday or something, when the regular older people are not there, the kids work on weekend to make money, make a little money. Well, you have to tell them every time. I says, I'll write the check out, and they just stand there and they just kind of look at it. I said, that's a check. Oh, yeah, hold on. Then they got to call someone to tell them how to, because they don't remember. Because when young people come through there, they just do the phone or the card. Beep, beep. That's it. Or they go through the self-checkout. I go through the line because I know all the checkout people. They're older during the week. They're older people like me. They're like seniors, still trying to stand up all day and work that cash register. So, I'd just be praying under my breath, Lord, I ask you to help them and hold them up, but I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. I couldn't stand up all day. My back, my hip. But, so, we know the money code. We know how to write in cursive, and now we are learning how to do the knit code. Yay! I just want to throw that in there to end this video. This is, I've got 2 or 3 more coming. This is, of course, my treasure hunt stitch chart. as part of it's part of summer school for stitching. It's just where I'm just doing some charts just to get your head. These are going to be leaning more to the fall because they have texture and they're kind of thick. So now as we pivot, once we leave August, of course we're going to naturally pivot to the fall, to more, to heavier garments or something. I got to come up with I'm working on some new projects. But there is your stitch for this beautiful treasure hunt chart that only you and I can read and knit. So I'm going to lay that aside, just lay it over here. Maybe I'll lay it right there. Hey bird, you just lay that and just take a minute and look at some of my treasure that I have. Oh, now here's something gaudy. Oh, look. That's big and gaudy, isn't it? Oh my gosh. I got that at the thrift store one year. I don't know. So we'll lay that there. Oh, look at this one. It's really a treasure. What do you think? I see. I hope I see if I can get another. Oh, this is pretty. Let's try this one on. I put it on this finger. Let's try one over here so I can see if I'm in the camera. Oh, look at that. See if I'm in the light. I'm a little shiny. It's hot. I don't know how many degrees it is today, but isn't that pretty? So, is it worth it learning how to work these charts? I hope you find it worth it. I hope you find it worth your time. Just take your time and we will learn as we go. We'll learn and grow as we go. What do you think of that? So now there is everything. There's my chart. Here's some of my treasure. I've got 3 more coming up. Maybe even more. I may do more. But I got to get some projects ready too. So this is Jay. And this is another Jay's Treasure Hunt Stitch Chart. I hope you enjoy it. And I wish you happy knitting until I see you with the next one. Bye-bye.